Guys, I am Symphony. I'm here to do a reaction of Morissette's cover of Secret Love Song. I've never heard the song before, and I'm a little bit worried because when I go listen to the original after this, I don't want it to not be as good. You know what I mean? Because Morissette is such a good singer, and I shouldn't say not as good. I just don't know if it is going to grow on me more hearing Morissette's version compared to the original. That's the hard thing about hearing songs that are covered by people first before you hear the original. It happens to me a lot. Anyways, let's just jump into it.
When you hold me in the street and you kiss me on the dance floor, I wish that we could be.
So they have a lot of reverb on her voice. Reverb is an effect that you might hear in a lot of music where their voice sounds a little bit more echoey. It sounds like it's more surrounding you. And that has a lot to do with the mixing and everything as well. But there's some pros and cons to it, especially with a singer like Morissette, who has such a powerful voice. The reverb is there for mainly the radio station. It makes it sound more produced and a little bit less natural, but more like a cinematic and more theatrics to it. What's hard is that if you're not a good singer and you can't stay in key, the reverb makes it come out 10 times more because there's a little bit of an echo. So when you hit something wrong, it's just amplified. She's an amazing singer though. This is gonna sound really weird, but I really like looking at her face when she sings because it goes exactly with what's coming out of her mouth in the lyrics. The lyrics to this song, they're great lyrics, but what I want to point out is that I feel like anyone else singing the song would make it cheesy, because these types of songs that are very subtle and to the point and straightforward about the lyrics and the story, that are more poppy, they're really hard songs to sing and make them feel genuine, and Morissette's conveying everything perfectly right now. She's obviously very, very good at that from all the videos I've seen. This is one thing to be pointed out too about the Filipino artists I've been listening to that you guys have been giving me recommendations for, in comparison to not just Americans, but we'll use that as the example. I feel like it's a cultural thing. People outside of the United States that are performers, I feel like the culture of artists is a little bit different, because from what I've seen from the Philippines, everyone's a great storyteller. Everyone conveys emotion. Obviously, they're all great singers and amazing technically. That's an obvious. But there's something that stands out about other countries in comparison to us in the United States. The majority of artists from other countries are just amazing at being vulnerable and letting everything out. Her low voice is amazing. Her singing with this reverb right now is crazy impressive because she has to be spot on. And it's crazy to do runs like that with the reverb, because if you mess up, like I said, everyone's gonna hear it. She don't care though. She's just doing whatever she wants. She's not scared of nothing. She's probably not even thinking about it. She's lost in the performance. Her emotions are different in every single song too. That's why I know it's genuine, because she's not singing this like she sung Stone Cold when I watched that in the last reaction, or any of the other ones I've heard. Every emotion fits, so it's not fake, like she's just inserting things that she does normally like some artists do. No, this is all genuine. Her falsetto is so amazing. I'm gonna stop this right here. Her transitions between, okay, so this is something that's really impressive too. Not only are the things that I point out normally, like the technical things and the things that comes to being a tactically good singer, as far as like adding your riffs and things that are just natural and get lost in the song. What she does also that's really, really impressive is the way she navigates words. So when you're singing, you're talking essentially, and you're doing it at in certain keys, right? So you're moving around a lot. So one thing that gets really hard is that when you say certain words or when you move from word to word, there's a gap where there's no noise, right? So like between each word, here's a word, here's a gap, and then here's a word. But as when you're singing, there needs to be a continuous note that connects all these words, right? So it gets hard when you have to enunciate things. Some singers like Ariana Grande, she's an amazing singer, but sometimes it's hard to understand her because she has a hard time with enunciation, and it's understandable to have that note going through the words. Morissette Mon, out of like anybody I've heard, probably has the best enunciation. Like, it's ridiculous. There's not a word that gets left out that I'm like, what'd she say? You know? It's so impressive for me. Anyway, she's amazing. That was a great song. I'm probably going to listen to this a couple more times and not react to it so I can really get lost into it. But yeah, guys, thank you for the recommendation. Shout out to you guys. We got more reaction videos coming. Add me on Instagram and Twitter, Snapchat, everything, guys. I have the, I got everything right here. Like and subscribe. Thanks for everything, guys.